As a lot of my subscribers know, I'm originally from the city of New York. I've been down with the New York City Guardian Angels for 39 years. I started in 1986 to the present, and I'm still rocking with them. New York City right now is going back to 1970s, 80s, and early 90s, where things was really bad. New York City right now is at a spiral downward crash. The violence is going up, rent is going up, everything right now in New York City. I'm going to show you some videos, and these are not my videos, but I'm going to show you some videos from Fox 5, and I'm going to show you how bad and really crazy New York City got. Let's get it.
19-year-old Brianna Portalatin, 8 months pregnant, was among other suspects brought out from a sort of criminal commune in a Bronx apartment. She was in handcuffs again. Police say it's her third gun arrest. What's going on here?
I love you, babe.
The expectant mom with a rap sheet is allegedly one of 20 members of the notorious Slaughtery Gang, indicted in 14 shootings in the Fordham section of the Bronx. In our exclusive look inside the NYPD takedown, we learned she's not the only female alleged trigger puller. There's also a 15-year-old girl, shown here in silhouette, taking aim and firing. Then there's one of the gang's leaders, 19-year-old Nadine Asamoah, known as drill rapper Nay Benz. Investigators say she was one of the leaders. We're racing to the precinct right now because so far this morning the detectives have captured 8 subjects wanted in this case.
Nay Benz, police say you're a trigger puller. Police say you're a trigger puller. Is that true? What? Police say you're a trigger puller.
We saw three case members, which we've never had before, arrested. When you look at those 3 case members, total 5 trigger pulling incidents and 6 gun arrests amongst those 3 females. So we're seeing the violence, it's increasing, and it's concerning.
Female detectives are playing more prominent roles in the Gun Violence Suppression Division cases. Detective Lena Alexander and Detective Aaron Curry made history in May as the first female team to lead a gang takedown. For them, it's about having an impact on those they arrest and restoring safety to the community.
I was born and raised in East New York, Brooklyn, and it's very near and dear to my heart, and I just wanted to make a difference and making the streets hopefully a little bit safer.
Trailblazing Bronx DA Darcel Clark says there are many reasons why they're seeing girls get seduced by the gang lifestyle. That's why, in addition to prosecuting the case,
may be linked to an ongoing dispute at school, and the suspect may be a classmate.
We first told you about this gun insanity yesterday on Eyewitness News at 5. The 16-year-old boy who lost his life, Sincere Jasmine is his name. He had just gotten off a bus in Jamaica, Queens, and the gunman was just waiting for him.
He's gone forever.
A grieving great-aunt furious that her 16-year-old nephew was killed yesterday. Sincere Jasmine was on his way home from school. He'd just gotten off the Q83 bus on Liberty Avenue when he was shot in the torso. Surveillance video shows him walking less than a block to a corner deli where he's seen sitting down before collapsing. People coming to his aid.
I don't even know how to feel. I feel numb.
Today at the same deli, Michelle, who says Jasmine is her older brother, and Jalen, his girlfriend.
But he was a gentleman. He was sweet. He was always there for his friends. Anybody who he loved, he was always there for them. He was very genuine, loyal.
They shared with me a video clip of him rapping about bullets.
Bullets give you cancer.
They say the shooting stemmed from an ongoing dispute at John Adams High School, a death that's left Jasmine's family devastated. Police outside their home in Jamaica, where basketballs linger by the lawn, and crying could be heard just beyond the door.
We call him Boo Boo. All he do is smile all the time. Just quiet, nice, young boy. All he does is smile.
His aunt wondering why a dispute had to turn so violent.
I don't understand these young people in this world today. All this is kill. What's wrong with them? You had a beef with somebody, you talk it out. Why you got to go gun violence? This thing have to stop. They have to take these guns off the street.
Details we just learned from police after a horrific hammer attack in Sunset Park, Brooklyn.
One person is in custody. CBS 2's Alicia Reed live at the scene right now with new information. Alicia.
More
in Christine, police describe a gruesome scene in a second-floor apartment in that building you see behind me. They say this was a senseless act of violence that took the life of a mother, and her 2 young children are now in the hospital fighting for their lives. Police say the 3 victims were found just before 3 o'clock this afternoon. The woman and her 2 children were attacked with a hammer inside their room. The way police describes it, it's a 3-bedroom apartment. The woman, her 5-year-old son, and 3-year-old daughter lived in one room. The suspect and his 9-year-old son lived in another, and another individual lived in the 3rd room. Now, police arrived while the assault was happening. They caught the suspect who was trying to walk out. They say the suspect had blood on his body.
All 3 were moved to a local hospital. And like I said, the mother has passed away, and the 5-year-old son and the 3-year-old daughter are fighting for their lives. And again, on behalf of New York City, everyone here, our hearts go out to this family.
Now, it's not clear the motive behind this attack, but police say the man is not related to any of his victims. Charges are pending. Live in Sunset Park, Alicia Reed, CBS 2 News.
Alicia, thank you.
In 466 days in office. Never before on both sides, Republican, Democrat, have you ever had 100 murders in Manhattan in 466 days. On day 1, Alvin Bragg says he was not going to prosecute felonies. They give you all their fake statistics. Well, if you don't arrest nobody, you don't have no statistics.
Several suspects, they say, stole more than $1 million worth of jewelry during a home invasion in Queens. This happened in the area of Mayfair Road around 116th Street and Kew Gardens last Wednesday. Investigators say 5 suspects pushed a 53-year-old woman to the ground and bound her, as well as another 36-year-old woman with tape. They say the thieves took jewelry, purses, clothing, and a whole lot more before taking off in a vehicle driven by another suspect. If you have any information, please call Crime Stoppers at 800-577-TIPS.
Out of Brooklyn, police have identified the father and daughter who were found dead with their throats slashed in their home in Cypress Hills. News 4's Gabi Acevedo live this afternoon. Gabi, I understand you have some new information from police?
That is correct. Police are looking into this case. I saw detectives coming in and out of the home during the day, and at this hour, you can see behind me, family and neighbors gathered to honor the victims in a vigil. They're all in shock about the violence that happened at this home here in Cypress Hills, where father and daughter lived for over 30 years. And Natalie, as you mentioned tonight, police sources are telling News 4 they have someone in for questioning. Investigators working the crime scene after a gruesome discovery inside this 2-story Brooklyn home.
You hear things like this and you know, but when it hits home, it's, no words can't even describe.
Police say 66-year-old Jacqueline DeLyons and her father, 91-year-old Roseville Simmons, both found dead on the kitchen floor of their house on Warwick Street. Their throats had been slit.
Feeling and just trying to get a sense of why and what happened and how it, you know, everything. And we don't have any of those answers.
Bubba was a good person, him and his daughter, you know. It's tragedy what happened. But
Roseville Simmons was known to people in the community as Bubba. Friends of the family say Jackie was a very religious person and that in recent years she was sharing one of the floors inside the home with a man.
Before this horrific incident happened, she was writing down some scriptures with her brother and herself at a prayer line.
Detectives canvassed the scene looking for evidence. Police sources are questioning someone in connection to this case. Neighbors told News 4 it's a man who also lived in the building.
I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened with this guy. This guy was calm and peaceful. I never heard the guy curse a day in his life. None of that.
It's shocking to me. He doesn't seem the kind of person that would do something like that.
Nightmare in New York City. That's what I'm going to call this video, because New York City right now is on big decline. I was born and raised there, and there's a lot of people leaving New York City because that's how bad New York City is getting. New York City, it was like this years ago. New York City was like this back in the 70s and the 80s and early 90s, and then when Giuliani came around, he calmed everything down, but now history repeats itself. New York City is a nightmare again. like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. You can share this video and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 18,000. It's Big Hawk, Yonkers Native Street Talk. Salute. I'm out.